सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। प्रज्ञानां सुप्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरपि दिशनोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुङ् मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजम् ब्रह्म यत्तत्नतोऽस्मि। यो विश्वात्मा विधिज विषयान् प्राच्य भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पश्चाचान्यान् समत्विभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पातु सो नस्तुरीयः पातु सो नस्तुरीयः। ओम इत्येद अक्षरमिदं सर्वं तस्य उपव्याख्यानं भूतं भवद्भविष्यत् इति सर्वम् ओंकार एव यच्च अन्यत् त्रिकालातीतं तदपि ओंकार एव। सर्वं हि एतद् ब्रह्म अयमात्मा ब्रह्म स्वयमात्मा चतुष्पात् जागरितस्थानः बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्गः एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुक् वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः स्वप्नस्थानो अन्तःप्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्गः एकोनविंशतिमुखः पविविक्तभुक् तैजसः द्वितीयः पादः। यत्र सुप्तो न कंचन कामं कामयते न कंचन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत्सुप्तं सुसुप्तस्थानः एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघनः एव आनन्दमयः हि आनन्दभुक् चेतोमुखः प्राज्ञः तृतीयः पादः। एष सर्वेश्वरः एष सर्वज्ञः एष अन्तर्यामी एष योनिः सर्वस्य प्रभवाप्यभिः भूतानाम्। बहिष्प्रज्ञो विभुर्विश्वः ह्यन्तप्रज्ञस्तैजसः घनप्रज्ञस्तथा प्राज्ञः एक एव त्रिधा स्मृतः। दक्षिणाख्यमुखे विश्वः मनस्यन्तस्तैजसः आकाशे च हृदि प्राज्ञः त्रिधा देहे व्यवस्थितः। विश्वो हि स्थूलभुक् नित्यं तैजसा प्रविविक्तभुक् आनंदभुक् तथा प्राज्ञः यथा भोगं निबोधत त्रिसुधामसु यद्भोज्यं भोक्ता यश्च प्रकीर्तितः वेद एतत् भयं यस्तु स भुञ्जानो न लिप्यते प्रभव सर्वभावानां सतामिति विनिश्चयः सर्वं जनयति प्राणः चेतों शून् पुरुषः पृथक्. So up to that we have completed that all the material world are from prana, that is the Abhyakruta Atma, and all the living entities are from the Purusha. And whatever is created out of Purusha has the quality of the Purusha, and whatever is created out of prana has the quality of the prana. Prana means here Abhyakrutatma, that is the Maya. Then he gave the two examples how the living entities are created out of Purusha. That he gave the example, Jalarka Samaha. Just like the Jala Arka. Samaha. Arka is the sun and Jala is the water. When sun is reflected in the water, how a new sun is created, and that new sun, the real sun, how it has the power to give light and heat, the reflected sun also has the same ability. It can brighten the place even if the sunlight is directly not falling in a particular place, but there is a bucket of water and the sun is being reflected in that bucket of water, and that reflection can illumine the room. Though sun cannot, but his reflection can, because that reflection is falling in the, after being reflected, that light is entering into that dark room. Jalarka Samaha. Then another example he gave, Bisphulingavat. Bisphulingavat means Agni Bisphulingavat. Agni is a fire, and the small sparks that come out of the fire. Like how fire can burn, and fire is bright. In the same way, all the Bisphulingas, all the sparks, also they can burn. If they fall on the cloth or on the body, they can burn. And their characteristic is not different from the fire. So whatever is created out of Purusha will have the qualities of the Purusha. So that's why, since we are all living beings, like as human beings, we are all living beings. We are not inert stones, inert things. We are living beings. So we have come from the Purusha. The Purusha, so Purusha's nature will be our nature. It cannot be different. If Purusha is Satchitan Ananda Swarupa, will also be of the nature of Satchitan Ananda Swarupa. Like how we tell, do you know, the Brahman is changeless, but we are changing. Brahman is eternal, but we are ephemeral. Brahman is without beginning and end, but we think that we have beginning and we have an end. So always we think ourselves as different, but it cannot be. If we are living entities, it is the life's manifestation. Life is manifested as living. So the living entities will have the qualities of the life. Electricity. If the electricity is manifesting in the world, what is the quality of the electricity? Same quality is there in the of the light will be also. It cannot be different. The light is nothing but the manifestation of the electricity. So it will be, if the gold is manifested as ornament, then the quality of the ornament and quality of gold will not be different at all. So he gave two examples here. Then it told that the prana sarva bhavan prana bijatma prana janayate. Sarva Bhavan. Sarva means all objects. All objects are created by the prana. And prana is the Bijatma. Bijatma means the very seed. And again it is Abhyakutatma. And it is the Janayati. And how it is Janayati? It is as the being the Avinna Nimitta Upadana Karana. Example is Yatha Urna Navi. Just like how the spider creates the web, the same way the prana or the Avyakutatma has created this entire material world. So now let us and the whatever is created out of Purusha have got completely different nature, completely different qualities than whatever is created out of prana. That means the sentient beings are different than inert things. That was told in sloka number 7, in the Karika 7. Not Mandukya Upanishad, but it is the Karika of Bhuvan Gaudapada. Now, since this is the topic of creation, Gaudapadji has taken the views of different philosophies regarding creation. Different philosophies have given different idea regarding creation. But if you really look at them from a very critical standpoint, then you will see actually they are telling the same thing. It is very interesting. It looks like they are telling different thing. But if you go a little deeper, they are telling the same thing. As we have discussed before, let us a little recapitulate. The creation, there is description of creation in Upanishad. There is no doubt. But while describing the theory of creation, the intention is not to dwell, not to be attached, and not to get carried away by the beauty of the creation. Creation is always beautiful. It is so many varieties, there are so many colors, size, shape, so many styles, different kinds of dogs, different kind of cats, different kind of birds, different kind of human beings, different kind of fruits, flowers, river, mountain. It's so beautiful. People, they make a beautiful house, and when the holidays come, they go to a mountain or something, because this beauty is nothing compared to that beauty. The beauty, the house is really beautiful. It is made different styles, whatever our choicest color, choicest the furniture is there. Then whatever dog we like, it is, everything is beautiful. And the garden is beautiful, everything. Flowers are plenty. But this beauty cannot give us the same feeling every day. Do you know why? Because it is my garden. Whenever it is my thing is there, it makes a thing stale. It will not allow the person to enjoy. Only there will be anxiety will be there, worries will be there, like a child. If you are telling it is my child, then worries will be created. A lot of worries. Anxieties will be there. I don't know what is going to happen. Anything can happen. So one cannot enjoy. This is my thing. But otherwise we can enjoy. If there is no my, like why we like the mountain, when you go to see different like natural like forest or a river, why all of us will enjoy the sun, the moon, why you like? Because nobody tells it my moon. Nobody tells that it is my mountain. Nobody tells that it is my river. That's why everybody enjoys. There it will be, there is a statement, there will be no tiredness, there will be no exertion in enjoying the beauty of the nature. But enjoying the beauty of a person whom I called as mine, it will be tiring. it will be tiring. But with the beauty of the nature, in Odia, there is a poet, he has written, Sundara Truptire Avasadanahi Jete Dikuthile Nua Disuthai. What does it mean? Sundara Trupti. Trupti means whatever is beautiful, it really fills our heart. It gives contentment. And there is no reduction. Every time it will fulfill, it will fill our heart. So this is the beauty always will fill the heart. Food will fill the stomach, but beauty always fills the heart. It completes the heart. I'm talking about the natural beauty, in which there is no minus. Nobody tells it is mine. And there is no reduction, avasadhana. That means there is no sorrow in that one, and that contentment will never get reduced at any time. Every time it will give the same feeling. And how many times you may see it? Every time it is new. Every time it will be new. But if a person, if we are saying that, okay, that person is very beautiful, that person has to do a lot of makeup. Otherwise, you will not like that person at all. To do different designs, every day that person has to do different designs because it will be boring. This is my thing. So the creation has its own merits. Creation really inspires us. It rejuvenates us. It makes our heart full. Then we feel the greatness of life. If it is always empty, we always will feel empty and there is nothing to fill our heart, then life is meaningless. So creation has its value. Nobody can deny that one. Nobody can deny. But whenever there is description of creation in the scripture, the purpose is completely different. Not to dwell on the creation, but to shift our attention to the Creator. If one sees the creation, with the Creator, then one is safe. If one is seeing the creation devoid of the Creator, then there's a problem. If one sees the ornament with gold, that means that person is 100% correct. This gold is only in the form of the ornament. That is perfect. If something happens to ornament, one will not be crying because the gold is very much there. From where the ornament has come, that is still there. Before the ornament, what was there, when the ornament is broken, still that is there. So one will not be like completely broken into pieces because the ornament broke down. It was broken. No. Because gold is there. So see the world with the Lord. Swami Shivananda will always tell, Shivananji will always tell, see the world with the Lord. That is the way to the Lord. If one has to reach the Lord, one cannot go directly to the Lord. Because Lord is there where we are. We don't have to go anywhere. To see a mela, one can go from home and go to a place where the mela is done. But to see God, God is everywhere where one will go. He is everywhere. And Swami Shivanji has instructed that see the world with the Lord. That we don't see the world just as names and forms, but with the Lord. That it is the Lord's managed, Lord and world, they are together. Like how ornament and gold, they are together. Maya and Ishvara both are together. Maya is not opposed to the Ishvara, and Ishvara is not opposed to Maya. They go together. So the creation is a great tool, is a great means to go towards God, to the Creator. That way, if one uses the creation, that is fine. So in Upadesara, Jagatai Sadhi Yukta Sevanam Kalamurti Bhru Deva Pujanam. Jagata Isadhi Deva Pujanam. What is the puja of the Deva, puja of the Lord? Jagata Isadhi. Dhi means the understanding or the thinking. The thinking that the entire Jagat is pervaded by the Isha. Okay, like how the sugar has pervaded the entire laddu, that laddu, we may call it laddu, but it is only sugar. Sugar in a particular shape is called laddu. And that everywhere of that laddu, whether the left side, right side, top or bottom, back or front, everywhere is the same sweetness because it's made of the sugar. So the world, if one has to realize the God, one need not have to go anywhere because he is there in every atom, in every molecule of the entire creation. Kan kan mein Bhavan Virajman hai. He is present everywhere. So this is one thing. The creation is told in the scripture not for to glorify the creation, but to shift our attention to the creator. That one thing one has to remember. Then we have seen that how to create something. These are the things one has to remember, to keep in mind regarding creation. To create something, we need the material. Like to make a pot, we need the clay. So clay is the material. Then who will create the pot out of clay, and this clay will be always inert. Clay will be always inert. Then the pot which will be created will have the same quality, that it will have no sentiency, it will be also inert. But who will create, who will make that inert clay to an inert pot should be a living being. A living being has to convert the inert clay into an inert pot. So pot will be inert because clay is inert. Pot cannot be living and clay is inert. It cannot be. Okay. That's why that pot, if we put on the fire, that pot will tell that no, it is too hot. I don't want to sit here. Will not tell because it's inert. So we can put anything. We can put cold water, we can put ice, we can put hot water, we can cook anything because it is inert. So this clay is called the material cause. The clay is the material cause. But who is using the material cause to create the pot is not a material cause. It is the efficient cause or the intelligent cause, which is called as the nimitta karana. And the clay was the upadana karana. Karana means cause. So upadana karana is the clay and nimitta karana is the pot maker. These two, when the pot maker, who is the nimitta karana or the intelligent cause, is using the upadana karana or the material cause, then only the creation, that is the pot, happens. They have to come in contact, otherwise pot will not be formed. Now the intelligent cause, who is the pot maker, is never affected by the pot, is never affected, and is always different from the clay. Clay has a different nature, it is inert, but the person who is making is living entity, and the creation is happening. Here the pot maker is always different from the clay. Is different from the clay. This is one type of creation where the upadana karana is different from the nimitta karana. But if you come to the creation, as told in the scripture, There is no difference between the Upadana Karana and Nimitta Karana. And to understand that how a creation is, like how we are all created. If there is a man and there is a woman and we are created. Man is not a woman is not a man. Though we may tell that, okay, they are two human beings, but we don't consider they are equal. They are two different entities. Their size, their shape, their design, everything is different. And then we are created. So if we consider that way, that the creation has come out of the creator, just like how the pot maker has created the pot, then it will not work. It will not work. Because in the case of the pot, the pot maker is completely different from the clay from which the pot is made, and the pot maker is also different from the pot itself. But that doesn't hold good while discussing the creation of this universe from the Lord. It doesn't hold good. See, Lord is Ishvara is the Nimitta Karana. And what is the Upadana Karana? Upadana Karana is the Panchamahabhuta Upadana material. Then Upadana Karana. Then what is created? The entire creation is created. Now to find the relationship between the creator and the creation, this is the way it is explained in the Upanishad, that Lord is the Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana. He is the clay and he is the pot maker. He is both. But in case of the pot maker and clay are two different entities. Does it make sense, or is it clear? Okay. Now we are talking regarding the ultimate creator and the creation. And we are telling that how the theory, the thinking, which satisfied our intellect while describing the creation of the pot, how that will not hold good when describing the creation of this entire universe. It doesn't hold. It is not created the same way how a pot maker created the pot. Here it is a different theory. The material cause for the creation is, suppose you will tell that, God created this creation from the material which is different from him. Like how the pot maker created the pot from clay. Clay is different from the pot maker. If we consider that as true, then the Lord will not be omnipresent, because the material from which the Lord is creating is somewhere else, is different from the God. Then God will not be all pervading. That means the matter is staying somewhere else and God is here. God is somewhere else and the material from which the God is creating, that is somewhere else. Then God cannot be all pervading. So we have to take that the matter from which God is creating this universe is from him only. Actually, he is the matter. Not that matter is somewhere else and he is sending the bulldozer and the matter is brought and then he puts water and he's creating. No. Okay. That means he is the material cause. Then who is the efficient cause? And he alone is the efficient cause. Intelligent cause. To create anything, we should have the knowledge what to create. Not only we need the material, but also we need the knowledge how to create. An intelligent cause will have that knowledge. An inert thing cannot have any knowledge. So now who is the intelligent cause? He himself is the intelligent cause. Lord is the intelligent cause. He is the material cause and he is the intelligent cause. Where the creation in which the material cause and intelligent cause both are same, that kind of creation is called as a false creation. Is called a false creation. The example is the Unnanavi. Unnanavi is a spider. How the spider creates the web. And where from it is creating the web? It is creating the web from its own saliva. It is not creating from somewhere else. It brings out its own saliva and creates the web. And at the end, what does it do? It swallows the entire web. It goes back to him. It comes out of him and it goes back to him. And where the thread came from him. And where it went back, it went back to him. So he is both the material cause and the efficient cause. So Unnanavi, the spider, is the Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana. Just like how God is the Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana for this creation. In the same way, the spider also. So that is the creation where the Nimitta Karana and Upadana Karana both are same. There the creation is called as illusion. Remember, it is called illusion. So that's why Vedanta tells this entire universe is an illusion. It is not a real creation. It is an illusory creation. Then one may tell that how we are able to see. All of us are seeing. When we tell a mountain, we see everybody sees the mountain. See the moon. Everybody sees the moon. And it is illusion? Yes. Because everybody may be seeing the sun, but if you tell them, ask them to write, describe what they are seeing, everybody will tell different. And the same sun will have different kind of emotion in different people. So everybody is not seeing the same sun. No, they're different. They're different. It is even the same person will not appear as same to another person all the time. Same situation will appear as different to the same to one person at different times, or to different people at different times. Because illusion, it cannot give a very steady knowledge to everybody. No, illusion will appear as differently to different people at different times, depending on the condition of the eyes, depending on the condition of the mind, depending on the condition of our intellectual ability. The world will always vary. So as we tell, this creation is like this. No, nobody can claim this creation is like this. Always will change. Now let us go to Gaudapad's Karika, what he is telling regarding the creation. It is Karika number 7. Vibhutim prasavam tvanni manyante srushtichintakaha swapna maya sarupete srushtirannir vikalpita. Vibhutim prasavam tvanni manyante srushtichintakaha swapna maya sarupete srushtirannir vikalpita. Srushtichintakaha, those who take interest in the creation. There are some people, they try to, what is that science who deal with the stars and astronomy? Okay, they want to know this star, how they are created, how many years the stars have, and how much distance, what is their radius. They study a lot. They just take breakfast or lunch, and the entire time goes. No homework, no making breakfast, lunch, or anything. They are all the time doing some telescope and seeing somewhere. Entire job is that only. Because they are Srushtichintakaha. They are worried regarding the creation. Not worried. They always think regarding the creation. Where from this creation came? Those who have discovered this Higgs boson, they are the Srushtichintakaha. That's why they are, I don't know how many millions and trillions of dollars are spent in making that which bombards that, what do you call that? I forgot the name of that one. That
super collider.
Collider. This is collider. That collider, how much of money is spent And where from the money came? People gave. Governments gave. Government taking the people and then give it there. Because these people are so much interested in knowing the creation, because that will solve our issue. All our efforts will come to an end if we know what is the truth of this universe. That's why they're called Sushti Chintakaha. They devote a lot of time in finding out where from this creation came, what is the real truth, what is the real nature of this creation, what is the very most fundamental thing of this creation they are trying to do. And they change the name and they tell a new thing, and then people publish the newspaper and oh, okay, it's a new discovery. The same thing they tell you, okay, there is nothing new. Sushti Chintaka means those people who are trying to know regarding the creation, Chintaka. They are very much involved in doing that. They are not interested in what breakfast, what lunch is cooked at home. They are not worried. They are only Sushti. They only think where from it came, how the moon came from the sun, or the sun came from the moon, or where the earth is. All the time they are thinking regarding this creation, Sushti Chintaka. And what they think of, some people, Sushti Chintaka, some group of these creationists, they tell Vibhutim, Prasavam, Vibhutim. Prasavam means the birth, Prasava. And what is the birth means? The creation is the glory of the Lord. The creation is the glory of the Lord. It is the manifestation of the God's power. It is His glory. That is which chapter? Chapter 10 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It's the glory of the Lord. Some people, they believe that is the glory of the Lord. He has created this one. Vibhutim, Prasavam, Vibhutim. The Prasavam is the creation, is possible. It is the glory of the Lord. Glory of the Lord is called as creation. Or in Vedanta, called it manifestation. Anye manyante. Some other people, they think differently. What they think? They think Swapna Maya, Swapnam Ayasa Rupeti. That means they consider it as Swapna, dream, and illusion. Some people tell that this creation is like a dream. It is like illusion. But some people tell it is the glory of the Lord. It is the manifestation of the Lord. Sustihi Annihi Vikalpita. Some Anya, by some other people, they think in a different way. That is, it is Swapna and Maya. And somebody people think that it is the beauty of the Lord. These two theories. And let us see what Bhagavan Shankaracharya is writing. First word is Vibhutim. So first he explains that word. Vibhutim. Vibhuti is Vistara. Ishwarasya. Ishwarasya Vistara. Vibhuti. Ishwarasya Vistara means the expansion of the Lord is Vibhuti. Expansion of the Lord means that if a small thing is appearing as a big thing, then it is called the Vistara, it is expansion. So the Lord is invisible, but this visible world, now suddenly it looks like very big. He is invisible. And he looks like he's everywhere. Then this is called the Vistara, and that is called the Vibhuti. Vibhuti means Vistara. Ishwarasya Vistara Vibhuti. Srustihi iti. That means this Vibhuti is the Srusti. Lord's expansion or Lord's glory or Lord's manifestation is the Srusti. And who thinks that way? The next word is Sushti Chintakaha. Sushti Chintakaha Manyante. The Sushti Chintakas, they think that way. But other people, who are those other people? Paramartha Chintakanam. They are not Sushti Chintakaha. They are Paramartha Chintakaha. Paramartha Chintakanam Srushti eva Srustavadaraha ityartha. For the Paramartha Chinta, who are the thinking of the of the supreme truth, who want to know the truth of this creation, they don't consider it a big thing. They don't consider the glory of the Lord. They are not interested in the creation at all. They are only interested in the Paramartha. They are not interested in the ornament. They want to know what is the very essential nature of the ornament. Their attention is somewhere else. Nature. Like the goldsmith. Goldsmith is not interested in the ornament. Suppose a person got a ring, and that ring is the wedding ring, and he has gifted her on that on the wedding day or engagement day, and that is very precious for her. And then he takes to the goldsmith. Goldsmith will break that in front of that person. Then it will break our heart. But for him, it has no value at all. For us, it is my wedding ring. Oh, it is all the love and everything I feel. But for him, he is not interested in the ornament at all. He is interested only in the gold. Paramartha Chintakana Sustavadara ityartha. That means for the Paramartha Chintaka who think of the reality, for them it is useless. It is meaningless. The creation is meaningless. And example is given from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, where Indra Mayavi Pururupa Iyate. Indra, who is the Mayavi. Mayavi means he can take any form at any time. Indra, Mayavi Pururupa. Pururupa means very diverse forms, so many forms. Indra appeared in many forms. That is some sloka in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. From there, the quotation is taken. That means none of the forms are real. He can take any form, but none of the forms are really his forms. Those forms are just false, illusion. Nahi Mayavinam, then he is giving another example. Nahi Mayavinam Sutram Akase Nikshipya Tena Sayudham Aruhya Chakshu Gocharatam Atitya Yudhena Khandasah Chinnam Patitam Punarthitam Cha Pasyatam Tatkruta Mayadi Sattvatva Chinta Yamadaro Hoti. He is giving an example like in a magic show. In magic show, the magician, what he did, the juggler, he threw a thread up. Mayavinam Sutram Akase. That means Nikshipya. Nikshipya means he threw. He threw a thread. Sutram is a thread. Then what he did? Tena Sayudham Aruhya. Then he was equipped with so many ayudhas, so many arms and ammunition. Then what he did? Tena Aruhya. Then he climbed that rope. He threw the thread up. Then he climbed that with all weapons in the hand. Then what happened? Chakyu Gocharatam Atitya. Then he went beyond everybody's vision. That means now he suddenly he vanished. Where he went, nobody knows. He climbed that rope, which he threw up, and he climbed that. Everybody saw that one. Then suddenly where he went, nobody knows. Then Yuddhena Khanda Satchinnam. Yuddhena actually Shirachinnam. It is Shirachinnam. It is some little printing something problem. That means he is he disappeared, but suddenly Shirachinnam Patitam. Then suddenly everybody saw that his head is cut into pieces, burst into pieces, and then he fell down on the stage. He disappeared and he fought with somebody. Now his head did, but that means somebody must have beaten heavily, and this person is fallen. Who is that person? This Mayavi, this magician. Patitam. Then after falling, he may fall dead. No. Punarutitya, Utthitam. Again he got up. He got Utthitam. Chapasyatam. Everybody saw that. Again he got up. He threw the thread up or the rope up. Then he climbed with arms and omniscience. Then he disappeared. Then he fell down on the stage with the head burst into pieces. Then he got up. Everybody saw that one. Chapasyatam. Tatkruta mayadi sattvatva chintayam adar hoti. Those people who understand that it is just illusion, they don't get excited by this. They see, they bring their children because they need entertainment in children. They are not, these are all the false things. Nobody is, how a dead person can get up just like that, then nobody will die at all. If this person has that power, then it is just illusion. So they don't smile or they don't clap. But the children and their mothers, they will clap because they thought that it is something real is happening. Tathevayam, in the same way, this example, if it is understood, Tathevayam, in the same way, just 1 second, let me. Tathevayam, Mayavinah Sutra Prasarana Samaha Susupta Sapnadi Vikasa Tad Arudha Mayavi Samascha Tastha Prajna Taijasadi. By giving this example, he is telling in the same way, Ayam Mayavinah, this Mayavi, this he is the Mayavi is the creator, okay? The magician is the creator, Mayavi. Sutra Prasarana Samaha, and the throwing of the thread or the rope, how they are just like the Mayavi, nothing actually happened to the magician, okay? And the thread which he has thrown, he has not thrown at all. He has not thrown. It is, and he climbed out of all those things. Nothing has happened. In the same way, Susupta, Swapna, and Jagrata, they are false. He is telling the Susupta, Swapnadi, that means this, and Jagrata one has to add. They are just like that magician, how he disappeared and he fell down with the heads burst into pieces and he got up. How it was real for everybody, in the same way, this is also real. Not any other way. Susupta Sapnadi Vikasa Tad Arudha. Then how he climbed. Nobody has climbed anything. How one can climb a thread which is sent up? We are not able to climb a step even. Mayavi Samascha Tastha is in the same way the Prajna, Tejas, and Visya. They are also false. Not only Swapna, Jagrat, and Susupti, they are false. Even the Viswa, Tejas, and Prajna, they are also false. Tejasadi. Sutra tada arudhabhyam anya paramartha mayavi. Different from the sutra. That means the rope. And the arudha, and who climbed that one. different from these two is the Paramartha Mayavi. There is another Mayavi there. That Mayavi is the real Mason who is standing on the stage, who has never climbed, he has never thrown any rope, and he never took any arms and ammunition. He was never fell down, and his head was not broken. He has never got up. He is there. So that is another Maya, and that is called Paramartha Maya. That is supreme Maya. That is a different kind of Maya, Paramartha Maya. Saeva bhumistha Maya channa dushyamana eva sthito yatha tatha turiyaksham Paramartha tattvam. And that Paramartha Mayavi is different from that who went through all this, the other Mayavi who went through different things. And this is the Turiyaksha. This Mayavi is called the Turiyaksha. The supreme Paramartha Mayavi is called the Turiyaksham. And that is the Paramartha Tattva. So to tell one thing, he made a story, he brought the example, and just to make it a little interesting, and we can understand. Paramartha Tattvam. Atastat chintayam evadaro mukshunam aryanam na nisprayojanayam sustavadara ityatah sushti chintakanam evaite vikalpa ityaha sapna mayasa rupaiti. That's why this is told, this creation is like by some other people, by giving this example, he's telling that the Srishti is just like how the magician did on the stage. It is like that. It is Sapna Maya Maya Sarupati. It is like just like the dream, and it is illusion. Sapna Rupa Maya Sarupa Cheti. So the creation is Sapna Rupa and Maya's Rupa. Okay. This is some people tell that it is the glory of the Lord. Worshipping the creation is worship of the Lord. Some people tell that no, the creation, they don't give any importance to that. They give only importance to the Paramartha. They tell that the creation is only illusion. It has no value. Don't waste your time. Okay, they tell. And they go to a cave and stay there and they do meditation. They are not like how we have to solve and create a mission, and then they call some people and then they serve there. How some people do that? They just go to the cave. Nobody, they don't talk to anybody. They don't write any letter. They don't have any communication with anybody. Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. They only think regarding that Brahman, that's all. Because for them, creation has no meaning at all. No meaning. And it has helped them, no doubt, to purify the mind. But after that, it has no use. No use.
So, Swamiji, one question. In chapter 11, chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, Bhagwan talks about his glory. So, but we have to not pay much attention to glory part, but he himself as a Brahman. That's what's the purpose of that chapter, Vibhuti Yoga?
See, when we see a tree, we tell it is my mango tree. You know, my mango tree is growing so many mangoes. How many mangoes are in your tree? Only 10. 10, mine is thousands. That means, can you turn off the somebody is on speaker? Then there is that means that tree is creating so much of pride. The tree created the mangoes. I have not created. I have put a little water and a little fertilizer. That's all I have done, no doubt. That fertilizer which I have not made. But I am feeling so proud that I am the best mango grower. And every TV I am there, I want that one. Okay. But when I think that it is the Lord's glory, then attention goes to the God. Okay. Then I don't know it is Lord's. I will not tell that it is my glory. And there is my greatness is involved in that one. It is God's greatness. But one thing, that I am thinking that creation is real. It is God's creation. God is real. The creation is real. But the Paramartha Chintaka, what they tell? God is real. His creation is false. At the end, anyhow, one has to come to God, whether it is Srishti Chintaka or it is Paramartha Chintaka. Attention has to come to the Lord. That's why Vibhuti Yoga is that whenever we see, okay, it is God's creation. Wow, how God has created the sun, how God has created the moon. Then attention goes to God. Chaptan Rupa, Maya, Sarupa Chet. And what these are the two different theories regarding creation. What the other people tell? Ichha matram prabhu srustihi iti srusto vinishchitaha kalat prasutim bhutanam manyante kala chintakaha. Now, another kind of thinkers, they are called kala chintakaha. Not srusti chintakaha, not paramartha chintakaha, they are kala chintakaha. That is one group of people. And some people tell, Ichha matram prabhu srusti. This srusti is nothing but the will of the Lord. Will of the Lord. And that is told in Taittiriya Upanishad. Soka mayata bahusyam praja yeti satapo tapyata satapas tapva idagam sarvam asujate yadidam kincha tas srustva tadevanu pravisate. Like that it is. That is, he willed. So kamayata. Kamayata means Lord willed. So kamayata. What did he will? Just a thought came in his mind. It is not that he did something, he made a factory, then he didn't know. He just willed. Just a thought of. And how much time it takes? Effortless. Completely a thought came. What the thought came in God's mind, in the total mind? Bahusyam praja yeti. Let me become many. I am one, getting bored. Let me become many, so that I can play with myself. So kam bahusyam praja yeti. Let me become many. Bahusyam praja yeti satapo tapyata. Then he thought a little. He gave little power to that thought. That is called the tapas. He gave little power to that thought. He thought little intently and with more concentration. Satapo tapyata, satapas tapva. After doing the tapas, what he did? Idagam sarvam asura. Then he become all the varieties, he become the many. Idagam sarvam asurate tadanu sutva. After creating that, tadanu sutva tadevanu pravisa. Then he entered into each and every form. He created all the forms, then he entered into all the forms that is given. So that is the Ichha Matra. Bhaya prakata krupala dina dayala kausalya hitakari. In the Ramayana, Tulsi Ramayana, in the Ramacharitamanasa, Bhaya prakata krupala. He just appeared. He just appeared. How Lord Rama was born, it is not that he has to stay in the mother's womb for 10 months and all that. No. He just appeared. Bhai prakata krupala. Prakata. He just appeared from nowhere. That is called the Ichha Matram. Ichha Matram Prabhu Srusti. Iti Srusto Vinishitaha. This is the Srusto Vinishitaha. Those who think a lot. Vinishitaha means those who want to ascertain what this creation is. Some of them, they tell that Ichha Matram, it is the Ichha, Lord's will, mere will of the Lord. Then what other people, Kala Chintaka, what they tell? Kalat Prasutim Bhutanam, other people that Manyante. Manyante means they think, Srushti Chintaka, they think that the Bhutanam, all beings are created from Kala, Kala Prasutim. That time is the cause for the creation. And that every theory will appear as correct. These theories are such, our intellect can prove everything right, and everything wrong. That is the ability of the intellect. Anything can be proved wrong. Anything, like eating habanero mirchi. Is it right and wrong? Some people will, okay, no, it is right. It is all, they will tell all the chemical thing, what are the calcium, what is phosphorus, and everything they will tell. They will make a chart in such a way, it is perfect. Those who are drinking or taking drugs, one person I came, is a handyman. Then he has a like a flag in his jeep, and that flag is marijuana. I don't know what is this. I don't know what the flag is. It is marijuana. That they grow marijuana. Okay, and they're proud of that. And it is licensed, it is free. There is no restriction at all. Then I told him, this is not good at all for the, he don't know. Like, we are not drinking. He's proud that he's not drinking, but he's taking drugs. He's proud of that. Okay. His brother is drug addict, his wife is drug addict, everybody is drug addict. It is not a problem at all for them. And you must have read in the newspaper that how in Afghanistan, people, they will give opium to their children, even from the childhood days. For cough, they will give opium. For fever, they will give opium. Opium is the medicine for them. They don't feel that it is a bad thing they are doing. So how, whatever we may think of, whatever the ego thinks of, the intellect's job is to protect that. Intellect will bring logic to tell that it is right. Always, this is so there is nothing is right, nothing is wrong. That is the way the intellect works. One cannot tell whatever I am telling, another person can prove that what you are telling completely wrong. All the theories, different theories are made in the science and all. Everything can be proved wrong. Everything can be proved right. At one time, what is right, now it is wrong. We are telling it wrong. Kalat prasutim bhutanam manyante kala chintaka. Then Bhagavan Shankaracharya is writing commentary that we'll see next time what is his explanation on this verse. And there is one more sloka regarding the theory of creation. And after that, again, Mandukya Upanishad will start. We finished 6 slokas, then 9 slokas of Karika. Then again, the Upanishad will start. That we will see next time. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Gacchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.